very demanding, very challenging times. I think it's really, really picking up. I can only emphasize what I said a few weeks ago. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on being centered. Concentrate on having your feet on the ground. Be very present with yourself. That also means observe your thoughts, observe where your focus goes to. And I think all of us got hung up or are getting or are tempted to get hung up with what's around us. And I think we need to observe that, and as soon as we observe that we are focusing on what's around us, we have to come back to ourselves. And we all have our backpack. We need to release that backpack. Things that have been accurate or that we have been told to be accurate, who says they are? And I know it sounds so easy, and we've been talking or people have been talking about that so long, but I tell you, it's about our self-observation to now say, okay, this is an old paradigm. Where do we give weight to? So there's one thing to change there. And the second thing is, okay, I keep on walking my path and also open my whole being to the new way of perceiving, the new way of living, the new way of experiencing, which means a new way of the understanding of life or the new way of living. Because if we keep on focusing on that, besides the fact that we give that too much energy, is how can we grow into the new and perceive what's new if we keep living in the old patterns or in the old understandings? We're standing on the threshold to make a huge next step, which is really that takes a lot of self-control, self-observation, and a lot of confidence also. A lot of confidence to say, okay, I focus on what I perceive as being different, even though as in the old world, nobody wants to see that, or nobody wants to acknowledge that, or nobody wants to blah, blah, blah. It's just we need to create a new, or we need to live that new reality that we have pushed away for so long. And but it's coming louder and louder, or not louder, but it's like, it's easier to give it maybe a voice or a sight, a feel, all of it. It's a very, very important place where we are standing right now. One thing is kind of easy. Okay, I give something energy that I shouldn't, or that I don't want to give energy on anymore. So that one is the easy part, because that's still the old paradigm. We're used to this. Okay, we just need to change something. We can do that over self-discipline and we can master it. But the other thing is more subtle, more, you need to be more sensitive, and you need to open senses that we have been told not to open and not to listen to and not to live. And that's a huge important step right now that we have to make, I think. And it's the time now. It now is the time. where is there a situation where you find yourself where you don't feel understood or heard or whatever? Sometimes, to me, it feels like when I'm going out there, I feel like it's a completely different world than where I am. But it's like a different reality, a different world. I mean, people that walk by me, it's like, what are they doing? It's like completely different. And to accept that is also an example. To accept that. Up until now, or up until a few weeks ago, maybe there was like inside of us, and this is the old paradigm again, maybe there was like, but I want or I need to understand them, I need to make this gap, I need to be able to handle this gap, blah, blah. That's the old paradigm. The new would be, okay, I focus on my reality, I focus on where I perceive to be at home. I know it's very scary because then you come to a point, wait a minute, am I gonna lose connection to everything? Or I don't even want to put this question into the room, but we could also ask, are they gonna lose everything? But it's not the point. The point is, are we couraged enough to stay focused on where we are? Or where you are with yourself. And that's also very encouraged to leave that old paradigm. Because there are two things. First of all, we definitely don't fit in. And in the old paradigm, it's like losing everything. But with the new paradigm, we open our soul, we open our heart to receive something completely new. And we're courage enough to just jump into a free fall. We don't know. We just have a feeling. And we have a feeling of where we feel to walk on the path that seems to feel right. And in the old paradigm, we would re-question that. Is that really true? Is that really right? It's very, very difficult to really go into deep trust, but I tell you, it's about trust. So it's about complete trust. I mean, a trust we probably have never ever experienced before.